Ryan, defeat here at home park in the fourth round of the Adobe Women's FA Cup. How are you feeling after the game?
Yeah, it's a difficult one. Obviously the best team won on the day. Nottingham Forest were very good. Thought we limited them to chances in the first half. Controversial first goal, I think. But killing goal was the second just before half time. I think goes in, we have to go chasing the game in the second half a little bit more, and left us a bit vulnerable in wide areas, and Forest were clinical and punished us. So yeah, it's one of them. We've lost to a better team than us. They're probably the best team we've played this season. They were relentless, they kept running, kept moving the ball quickly, and yeah, credit to Nottingham Forest, and good luck. I hope they progress into the next round.
This is the first time in a long time that you've managed to face a team that are in the northern side of the FA Women's National League. What sort of insights can you draw from this in terms of the quality in that league?
Well, it's high, obviously. Yeah, Forest are sat third in their league. Obviously them, Burnley and Newcastle are the top hitters in those teams, and like you say, if we draw comparisons, I think they're up there with Ipswich and Portsmouth in our league. So yeah, I just thought the physical element of the game, they had runners and their movement, and they kept going. The fitness level was told. Almost a full-time team in terms of hybrid model. They've got 6 full-time players. That's the levels we aspire to get to, and obviously with the transition over to the club next year, hopefully that can help.
Adding to that as well, talking about comparisons, you look at the sides that were featured today and you look at the average ages. You named numerous amounts of young players, and you brought on young players as well. What does that say about the project and what we're building here, and how long it's going to take to get to that level? Yeah,
well, that's what we're trying to do. That's what we've got to do geographically. We're a bit hindered in where we are, and draw on players, so we rely heavily on the pathway. Will that change moving forward? I think we need a bit more experience to support those youngsters. We can't rely on 16, 17 year olds all the time, and that tells, like you say. But yeah, it is a project, and like you say, the club are behind us, and like you say, the hard work starts now. We've got to retain our status in Tier 3, which I'm confident we can do even with the squad we've got, but where we want to get to, we need to get fitter. We need more contact time with the players, and that was made evident today. So we'll aspire to try and narrow the gap on Nottingham Forest next time we play them.
Now, obviously the only focus left is obviously the County Cup and the league as well being a priority before we eventually end up going into all those league games and seeing what happens next. I thought we'd just take one final look back at this run as a whole. How proud are you of the girls as a whole in this competition?
Oh, superb. We've had a really good cup run. We executed against a couple of lesser teams in the early rounds, but you've got to get the job done, and we were professional in them. Excellent result against Oxford in the last round, but one step too far was today. So, but yeah, like you say, we've enjoyed the cup run. Sad to see it come to an end, but like you say, the best team won on the day today, and good luck to Forest in round 5.